Hello everyone, this is Mike and welcome to this 30-second episode of D&D. Today we're one day late because we were busy yesterday, really.
With Steve.
With Steve. Sure, we did a few videos playing on some other game. Anyway, today we are ready to fix the situation with the animations for the sacks flying all over the place.
By the way, I'm Zoe.
Oh yeah, hi. Yeah, oh, I forgot to lower the volume, so now
Oops, now it's
like...
really loud.
Alright, that should do. Alright, good. So, first thing that we did is we simply imported some sounds. So, we have some whooshes. We're going to use these to fling the sacks around. Then we will, and these are under cars because they're launched from cars. Then we have a couple sounds that we put in our tiles folder, which is coin collect and coin drop. This is the sound that they will make when they drop. Okay, good. So we can get started right away. So for the coin drop, we can, well, first of all, we need to go to our audio manager and do some stuff. Add all of these sounds. So audio manager, hello sounds. All right, so the tiles has one more sound. Copy this.
Two more.
Paste it here. Right, good point. Two more. So this one is tile coin drop. Copy. Paste. And coin collect. Cone collect. Just finish writing collect and then we'll fix it.
Cone.
Coin collect. Copy. Paste. I have one extra. Yes, save. Okay, so that's good. Copy all of this. And now we'll go to cars. Actually, no, let's copy this. Paste. And car launch. Let's do that. Copy. Paste. Save. Okay, now we need to add the enums. So
For SFX type, we need and also deck. No, SFX. What am I saying?
Whatever. Car SFX type. So one more of these. And no. What do we need? We need a launch.
These are very small
Save.
names.
Yeah. No, I don't remember about the tiles. Who calls these? Like, these look like they are like landing sounds. Request tile sound. Tile type. Aha, okay, so you need tile type. Yeah, well that won't work then. Because there is no such thing as a tile type stash, really. So, yeah, we can't have them as tile sounds. Well, the collection can be down as a... So the click can be down as a system sound, the drop. But no, I don't really like that. Rubbish, I don't like anything. Yeah, we don't really have a category for that. And for tiles, we're kind of cheating a little bit. But then again, they are requests. I don't know. Yeah, we can't do it for tiles. We need to do a new one. Just copy this entire request. Paste it here. Okay. And now we are going to change this to request tile interaction sound. I guess. Yeah, save. And let's go up here and call these tile interact. Create a new enum. Right here, public enum tile interaction sound or tile interaction SFX type. Open squiggly.
It looks really weird.
Open squiggly. Save. Okay, so for this one we're gonna say coin drop. Yeah, one moment. Coin collect. We should have something to deploy the mine as well, but whatever. Because I don't really like that now we just go click and it's there. Anyway, later, not to worry. But we want to separate these ones. Separate these ones. Separate.
Sorry, I just yawned.
How dare you? Tile. Wow. You type it. No shift. Wow, you did worse than me and you're actually in front of the keyboard. Tile. Tilt 3. Dude, today.
Tile SFX type.
No. Tile interactions. Interactions.
I need to be wait, since I put the capitals and all the others, I'm also gonna put the capitals.
Save. Okay. These are good. So here we need to change this to the tile
interactions thingy bada bada bada. The very long one.
Copy this. Paste here. Paste here. That's enough. Just buy. Type anything like backspace and then backspace then dot and
that's you meant by that.
Copy. Collect.
Oh, that was correct.
Save.
Collect. That was collect.
Okay. So copy this. Here. 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 Copy this. Undo.
You skipped that one over there.
Unfortunately, because this is the enum. Oh, that was correct actually.
Good.
Paste. Paste.
Coin dropple.
Paste. Paste. Save. Okay, so these are good now. Now we need to do for the car sounds the launch. So copy this. Paste. Type launch. Type AUNCH. Copy. Paste. 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 Save. And now the last thing is loading the files. Which should be here. I guess it's in Awake. Yeah. Copy. Paste. Paste. Tile interactions. Replaced it with coin drop. Replace this with coin collect. Save. Okay, so let's go take a look because I don't remember where it is. So it's in tiles, coin drop, coin collect. Okay, that's fairly easy. So coin drop, coin collect. Spelled the same. Save.
What about coin whoosh? What about whoosh?
Whoosh needs to be in car. Copy this.
We forgot about whoosh. I don't think we put whoosh up there.
It's we got launch. That's the whoosh.
Oh, I forgot.
Launch. CH. Whooshes. Whooshes. Whoozes. Whooshes. Save.
Sounds like some animals. Whoosh.
Yes, I think we got whooshes. Let's see. Cars. Please compile, Mr. Compile now. Thanks.
Mr.
Whooshes. Yep.
Mono. Why does it say mono?
Mono means not stereo. Means it only comes out from one speaker, and when you have stereo speakers, it all feels like it's in the center. Okay, so this is done. Now what we need to do is we need to go and do something about this. So the question is, who should decide how those sacks move? Now we can make a script for the sacks individually moving, doing their thing. that could be
Right now they
alright.
just appear.
Or the player could control that, but I think that the game manager has control of, yeah, Joker stashes. There they are. So that's where it places, right? List unoccupied tiles, add tile object, etc.
Other hand.
Yeah, that's fine. The add tile object is fine, but we need to do something about getting the animation to play before the object is added. But yeah. We should have some kind of coroutine for this. So, guess an IEnumerator. Yeah, all of this should happen inside an IEnumerator. List other stashes count. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it right here. So go IEnumerator. Yeah. Launch Joker stashes.
All of a sudden the logs are called jokers.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Open close round. Open squiggly.
Oops.
This project is just you and me, so we can be as untidy as we want, even though it's not great. So cut this. Put it here. What do you not like? Oh, rand another rand. So cut this. Put it here. Copy this. Put it here. Save. Now let's see. PID. It needs a PID. So go int PID. Save. Okay, and what we're going to need now is we need a variable for the coroutine to keep track of it. Here it's pretty good. So go private coroutine core Joker stashes. Try now. Core Joker stashes. Semicolon. Save. Copy. If open, paste, not null. Close.
You said close a little earlier.
Sorry. Stop coroutine. Open, paste, close, semi, paste, equals, start, coroutine, open.
You press stop. It says stop.
Oh! Do it again. Open. Copy. Open. Paste. Open. PID. Close. Close. Semicolon.
Da da da.
Okay, save. So we're now launching our lovely thing. What?
There's an error.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Oh,
your coroutine
yeah,
is not
yeah,
finished.
yeah.
Okay, so let me think this through. We are going to need to do all sorts of animations.
Animations.
Yes. That's very amusing. Let me see. So we need to obtain the object first from the add tile object. And we should get its transform somehow. So let's go take a look at what the tile is doing here. Add tile object is just a void. We can make it return a transform. So here it sets it up and that's all fine. Gives it a value, that's fine. Gives it a tile, that's fine. Which means it will put it somewhere during the setup phase. I don't think that it's got... Yeah, it doesn't have a coroutine. I think it'd be much better if this guy did it. So if tile object coroutine itself, I think that would be the absolute best. So, let's see.
And then system collections would have a job.
Well, basically, then it's tile object would need, so it's got a value that's already an optional thing, but it does have a PID which is useful, meaning we have the location of the player because we can access it from the game manager, and we also have the color of the thing, which is why this works. So instead of spawning it there, we can say we can launch it from the player. So right here, go bool launch equals false. Semicolon, nothing actually, save. Now we added another, here go private coroutine core underscore, call it launch.
Launch.
Or launch. Launch, all right, save. So all of this is all accurate, but we're going to decide the scales. Oh, important thing. We need to go and check the scales because I don't remember what the situation is here in the prefabs. So prefabs, tile object. Oh, it's got a default scale of 0.2. I guess that's fine. But we need to remember that. So we need to store it. We're going to store it on setup. So go ahead and create another private vector3. Space original scale. Semicolon.
Oops, not a function.
Save. Copy. Let's do it here. Paste it. Equals transform.local scale. Local scale.
Lux.
I'm always confused as to why you go with the uppercases for variables, but anyway.
I don't know.
Much better to put a semicolon there. Save. Okay, so that's done. Now create an I enumerator. Open, and what am I saying? Yeah, and call it a launch routine. Yeah, open, close round, open squiggly, close, save. Okay, so here we're gonna create a float called passing time and give it a value of 0.
Here comes passing time again.
It's a float.
Assigned incorrectly.
Now you also need another one, which you're going. Do you? You don't. You don't. So go a while passing time lower or equals to 0 to 1. My bad. One F 1 F.
I keep deleting the number when I need to write F.
Open. Let's see. Okay, so let's do a few clever things here. We're going to need a curve for the vertical displacement. We're going to need a curve for the speed. We are going to need anything else? Don't know that we need anything. Well, I mean, we're going to need a speed. And I think it'll be cool to have them all as variables. So let's do that. So here you're going to do float. Actually, wait, before you continue, just leave it here. We need to actually create these variables here. The game manager needs to know them. So public float stash speeds, and I forgot it's an array. Anyway, stash speeds semicolon. No, not there. Here, array. Public animation curve array. And call this one curve stash speeds. Semicolon. Public float stash vertical displacement. Stash y displacement. Y displacement. tell you what, let's be like super fancy. Displacements. Save. Okay. We'll pretend that never happened.
Sorry.
That's alright. $1 million to whoever can guess what she did. So
And that's a joke.
copy this. Call this one speed equals random.range open round game manager.script dot paste 0. Oh, undo. Copy all of this, comma,
Comma. Oh, mess.
comma, space, 1, 10, much better. Close the round bracket, semicolon. We're not done here. Animation curve. Curve underscore speed. Equals. And this one's a little bit different. Copy this, paste, curve.
You have a lot of curves.
I like curves. Start speeds, open square, random.range. Open round, 0, comma. Copy all of this, paste it, dot length, close round, close square, semicolon. Ah, save. I've actually just remembered we're actually missing a curve still. Ta-ta-ta. Okay, copy all of this, paste it here, copy this, paste it here, remove the array, search, and put the word curve in front of this. Underscore and capital S. And hit Shift Tab here. Save. Okay, so now we got that curve as well. My word. My word. Okay, tile object. So, one more thing. Copy this. Paste it here. Shift Tab. So, stash intervals.
What does that mean?
How much we wait between one stash and the next. Save. Save. Alright, tile object, there it is. So there's this curve. We need one more float. Y displacement. Equals. Stop. Copy all of this. Paste it here. Go type the word displacement or something. Copy. Paste. Save. Okay, so now we got all of the variables we need to actually make this loop happen. First thing, passing time plus equals time dot delta time times speed. Speed. Let me do a thing because I forgot no bracket yet. I forgot to move the voice recorder to the other screen so we can always tell how long we've been doing this. Okay, here do a yield return new wait for seconds time dot delta time. You are there. Rerun return new wait for seconds. Two down, two down, two down. Open time dot delta time close. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Delta time close round semicolon. Okay, so this is done. We've got the time going up. We can finally start doing all of our lovely laps. As we launch, we should probably request the car sound for launch. and we can access that by going here. Now let's take a look at our player. If he's got a play sound, and they're all public. Yes, so you can go to play SFX from outside. So we're gonna go here. Before we do this, we need to check if launch. So go if launch, yeah,
Launch.
yeah. Oh, do your thing. So here you're gonna say game manager dot script dot list of players dot script dot list of players. There you go. Open a square bracket, PID, close the square bracket, dot, play SFX, that one, open round, tab, dot, launch, tab, close,
Wait, tab close?
close round, semicolon, save. Okay, so here we got the sound. Now we're gonna play the launch routine. Now, the tile object should only have one, but I don't like doing that. I always like to be absolutely sure. So copy this, go if, open round, paste, is not null. It's always the same thing. Yeah, no, close. Yeah, stop coroutine. Open, paste, close. Paste equals start coroutine.
You forgot an else.
No, we don't need an else.
Oh.
Start coroutine. Why would I need an else? Open round. There's nothing happening if you don't launch. Launch. Copy. Paste. Close. Semicolon. Save. Alright. Sounds good. So we are now here. Winning. And now in here we are going to take our own transform and move it from the car to the tile. So write this transform dot position equals vector3 dot lerp dot lerp open. This one is gonna be let's just copy something. This is gonna be a bit boring, so we're gonna copy this, copy it, paste it here, dot transform dot position. Okay, notice that the PID is not here. We need to request it. So go int PID.
If
PID. Copy PID, paste it here. Save. Okay. So launch routine, PID, blah blah blah. And position, now comma. Now it's the end position, which is our tiles position. Wait a moment, which, let's see what we do here. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. So we need to go and check where we set it up, which would be in here. Add tile object of type stash. Okay, so I think the object doesn't know its own tile. Yeah, I thought so. So we need to know our own tile as well. So let's create a private tile, parent tile. I mean, we don't really need this. I think it's a bit overkill, but okay. So parent tile, now we need to receive that tile. So request a tile. Yeah, put a capital on the T. And call it T, comma. Yeah, call this one O or something. Put an O here. Put an O there. Put an O here. Thanks. Save. Copy parent tile. paste, equals t, semicolon. So we're feeding the tile object its own tile. Now we will know it. So we're gonna go from the player to the tile. So you go parent tile dot transform dot position. Dot position.
Transform dot position.
Comma. Now this one's gonna be interesting. Here we're gonna say copy curve speed, paste it, dot evaluate, open round, passing time, close round again, semicolon for now, save. Now this is actually insufficient for what we want to do, because what we want to do is we want to make this sack just sort of fly in the air, and right now it will just slide on the ground, and that's not good. So we are going to add now, we're going to sum to this another vector. So the way I usually do this is put a enter there and another one here, and now you go here at the end, you go space plus, and here you say vector3.loop.
Another loop.
No, actually no. Go new vector3. New vector3, open round, 0 f, comma, mathf.lerp.
A new function.
It's a class there, okay. Lerp,
Then class.
open round, and you're gonna feed it as 0f, comma, y displacement, comma, 0f. No, my bad. Comma, game manager dot script dot curve dot serve
dot curve.
No, wrong one. Type. No, wait. Should be correct. Do we have multiple curves for that?
Oh, sorry about that.
Undo it, just undo it.
Okay.
Yeah, redo, Control Y. Okay, now let me go take a look at the game manager, what's happening here. Because I can't remember. Yeah, it's only got one. Okay, we're fine. Yeah. Dot, evaluate. Open round, passing time. Close round again, and again. Save. Alright, so all of
I
the
think we
movement
might have been able to fit that in here.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I like to see my code.
Then you can put the enter here, you usually do.
No, because that concludes this bracket. I put the enter for the bracket when the bracket is logically connected to the start, like these braces. Otherwise, don't do it. Okay, so this is good. So we're now moving the position. We played the whoosh in the beginning. And when we drop it at the end, we should make a sound. So now wait a moment. Should we also increase the size of the stash as it reaches the end?
The size of the stash.
So it goes from small to big, or should it just sort of fly big?
I think it should go from small to big.
All right. In which case, we need another loop. Transfer.local scale.
What did I press? Caps lock. Transfer.
Local scale.
I keep doing capitals. Local scale.
It finds variables much more difficult when you do that. Yeah, equals vector3.lerp. Open round. Vector3.0. Comma. Original scale. Wait now. Copy this. Paste it here. We forgot a comma, space, semicolon. Save. Okay, so that's done. Now when we reach the end, we need to play the other sound. Now, who gets to play the other sound? There's the issue. I don't remember if the tile has a play sound thingy, but it doesn't. The tile object shouldn't, so give it a save here for now. Somebody should play that, and I don't remember if it's the game manager. But if it is, it's kind of silly, because it means that the sound is in 3D. I don't remember how we play other sounds. Request card player sound. No, that shouldn't matter. Play card. None of this matters. Yeah, so the problem is we currently aren't set up to make the tile play any sounds, but we will do it now. So let's just go to the player. But wait, does the tile have a audio source? I don't think so. Okay, so wait a moment. ASSFX, this is the system one. I think our board still has, yeah, it does have the AS tile. That's funny. We never used it, I think. I'm not sure, but I don't think we did. Well, we did back in the day. AS tiles. Yeah, let's go there and find it inside our game manager. I think it's at the top. There. Go hit Control F. See if we ever use it. Huh, there it was. Request tile sound. No, we just turned it off, but that's fine. We can actually reuse it. I knew this was gonna come in use. Save.
That's why you just put it in those.
So AS tiles transform position pause. Audio manager SFX request SFX request tile sound T. So this may be an issue. We're gonna change this to, instead of tile type, put tile object. So copy this. No. Let's change this to what did we call it? The sound type thingy. Tile interaction SFX type. Copy this. Back to the game manager. Paste it here. That's fine. That's gonna complain a bit. No problem. Change this to request tile interaction. There. Save. Play one shot. Okay, this is perfect. This is ready. The only thing we need to do is change it to public. So make it public. Save. Okay, so copy request tile sound. Let's go to the tile object. Here you go. Game manager.script. Dot paste. Open round. And here it actually depends on the tile object. So copy this. Switch. Open. Paste. Close. Open squiggly, enter, close squiggly, case, tab, dot, slash, colon, enter, break, semicolon, cut, paste, tab, dot, coin drop, comma, parent tile, whatever we called it, parent tile, dot transform, dot position. You forgot that. Transform dot position. Semicolon. Forgot a bracket. Save. Okay, so I don't know if you remember how this function works, but it moves the audio source of the thing to the place where we want to play the sound. So we only have one audio source, we just shift it about all over the place. It should be alright. Okay, so the launch sound is playing, the drop sound is playing, the thing is going, everything should be actually fine. The only thing that we need to still do is we need to modify our main coroutine, which is in the game manager. So this coroutine needs to decide when to launch these things, and it should take a little bit of time every time. And that's just fine, and it's fairly easy to do because we're going through the list here. We're going to do it as long as there's anything in the list, so that's just fine. And so right here at the end, we're going to say new, yield return new. Sorry.
Skipped quite a few things.
Yield return new. Wait for a second. Open round. Now this one should be random.range. Open round, type the word intervals, ideally not uppercase, intervals, come on, stash intervals 0. Copy it all. Comma. Paste. 1. Close round. Twice. Semicolon. So we will wait for a random amount of time, of a certain amount of time. So cannot convert from tile object. Ah, yeah, right, obviously. So add to tile object, it also needs to send itself. Right, we added the parent tile. So we go this. Save. Okay, so that's good. Now there's actually a small missing thing, if I remember correctly, which is right here. Ada, it's missing launch. So here you say true. At least I think so. Value. Oh no, wait a moment. Yeah. So we need to go to our tile and add a boolean for launch. So yeah, well done.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sleeping on the space bar. Okay, bool launch equals false. Save. So this is going to work the same way. Now we can send that launch to our tile object setup. Feed it launch. Save. And now back to the game manager. Comma true. We want these to launch. Yeah, save. Just save. Okay. So now we should get all of these to go and fly about. And the important thing that we should check now is how Joker stashes is done. So find, Control F. Right? Because this one is going to be all important in terms of how it plays. Right here. See, when this is done, then it does this, etc. So that's all fine, but it's the only one. And how will we know? How will we know that we need to wait before we can keep on playing? We can't know that. So hit Control F. Who calls go bankrupt? Increment lol. So when we reach that, yeah, well, there isn't much we can really do for now. So all we can do is wait. Let's see how the game plays for now, and if we're gonna figure out a type of pause, then we're gonna have to do it. Alright, it should be good. So now the only thing that is left to do for us is the assignment of all of the things. So game manager now should have quite a few variables here at the bottom that aren't assigned. So stash speeds, we're gonna take 2, and we're gonna say 3 and 4. Right, so between 3 and 4. This may be too slow. Let's do 5 and 6 or something. Then curve stash speeds. Now we're gonna just create one for now, and no, actually let's create like 5 right away. So we're gonna have 5 random curves to choose from. Fast launch, slow drop. Actually, that's probably dumb. Nah, should be okay. Should be cartoony. Vice versa, slow launch, fast drop. A linear, eased on both ways. Sure, whatever. Do we have any other curves that are interesting? No, I think we'll stop here. These are all fairly even, so there we go. Now stash Y displacements, we're gonna put a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 5. This may be too much, I don't know. Curve stash 1 displacements. Now this one needs to be a bouncy one.
Bouncy one.
So stash intervals, this one we're going to put 2 again, and here we want really, really low values. So we're going to go to 0.1 and 0.3. This may still be too much. Okay, save. Yeah, there's some risk in all this. I think it's minimal, but it's there. Okay, so now we're going to experiment with, oh, give lol was already there, so let's go and give lols. See how this looks like. Assuming it works, obviously. Yellow. Nobody likes yellow. Green. Roll the dice.
This is the Creeper Lord.
Yeah, not always.
Yeah, not this time.
Yellow.
For yellow. That's the Lilith person.
Should be a few overtakes and then a breakdown. Now pick up, give it to yourself, and let's see. Hey, did you see that?
Yep.
That's not too bad. It's not perfect, but it's not too bad. I think the speed is a little bit excessive and the Y displacement isn't high enough. So let's go to something.
There's 2 of them are on breakdowns.
Yeah, we said that we could put them anywhere.
Yep.
Right, so I think we're gonna do displacements that are higher. Let's try 6 and 10. This may be exaggerated again, I don't know. Stash speeds felt too fast to me, so we're gonna go to 3.
I could barely see them whiz.
Maybe 2 and 3 or 4. It's fine to have lots of variation. And the intervals were also quite quick. So let's see if we can slow them down a little bit. But we can't slow them down too much. We need to be mindful of the fact that they... wait a moment. I think there's a bug in our code. No, there isn't. Okay. At least I don't think there is. Okay,
Forgot
so
to check it.
we can just roll. We haven't made any debug for having many jokers yet, so for now we just need to do it sort of semi-normal. Okay, clearly the best candidate for the joker is red, because red has the most money.
Yellow, totally not yellow anymore.
So this is one part of the things that we wanted to do today. The other part that we wanted to do today was add a feedback for when you land on the stash, right?
Mm.
Oh, blue has more. Okay. So that was kind of okay, but I didn't like one of the curves. I didn't like the slow starting one. So I'm actually going to copy this game manager. I also didn't like the speed, to be honest, enough for it
You
to
copied the
slow.
component of game manager?
Yeah, and I'm gonna paste its values. This way all of the things that have changed during gameplay are stored. So I did not like the slow curve at all. So I'm gonna reduce it to 3 curves and replace this one with the easy in is out, and let's see how that goes. The displacement was clearly too high, so I'm gonna go back to maybe before it was actually quite good, so I'm gonna go about here. The stash speeds now felt too slow to me, so I'm gonna be between 3 and 5, which I don't know. And the intervals felt okay-ish. I don't know. It's hard to make these decisions, especially when you're pressed for time. You need time for this, right? You need to make like calm decisions. Anyway, let's try this again. At least one more time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do the clicky too.
I'll do the click.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go fill my bottle with volcano.
Okay,
Talk to them.
so we're gonna give this lol to blue because everybody hates blue. Oh, another lol! Yay! Let's go with yellow. That went well. They landed in their places and made their sounds. Now it's Blue's turn. The best one for the Joker right now is yellow.
Break anything? Good.
The man is back.
What's the situation? Okay,
We
I can
have
see you
blue
got 2 sacks around.
Yep, blue sacks. Best one up for the Joker right now is yellow. So we're gonna give both of the Jokers here to yellow.
Haha. Mr. Yellow.
Now, Green's gonna do some overtaking.
Make some money. Oh,
And landed a bonus turn. Good job, Green.
I can tell you're the one rolling the dice, not me.
Sorry.
That's good.
You almost landed on a sack.
Here's the yellow. Let's see.
That's a lot of sacks.
So I quite like it, but you know what I don't like? I don't like that the sack starts minuscule. So that the sack is tiny when it's born because you can't see it. I think it'd be better if the sack simply appeared on top of the car and then flew around.
Okay.
If it were smaller, but not this much smaller. So one thing that we can do, and it's fairly easy, is we can create a starting size. So let's just go in our game manager right here. Now go public, float, starting size. And this game is growing gigantic. For no particular reason. I would I would do things a bit differently if I thought that it was gonna be. No, wait a moment. This is too. There's a stash starting size. Yeah, save. Now, let's go to our tile object.
Our time is almost up already.
I know. Copy all of this.
Went pretty quickly.
Actually, do we need
Well,
to
let's
copy
finish this.
No, we don't. Copy this. Create a vector 3 here. Call it target size.
Six. Size. Not Sykes.
Equals game manager dot script. I just realized something silly. Anyway, continue to script dot whatever you called it, size. Just type size.
No, not that. Size.
Dot size. There.
Sayux.
Semicolon. Now here go switch. Yeah, and paste. Close. Open squiggle, enter, close squiggle, case. Case. Yeah. Semicolon. Cut this. Paste it here. Save. Okay. So the problem is the float. Change it to a vector 3. Okay, save. And now should be happy.
You said you didn't like how it started minuscule.
Yeah,
No,
working on it.
horrific.
Working on it. Copy this. Paste it here. Hit Control R twice. It's not a target size. It's a
Target size.
starting size. So starting. Type the word starting. Type the word starting. Hit enter. Copy this.
Hey, what? Look.
I know, copy this. Paste it here without a dot. I put a dot by mistake. Equals vector 3.0. Semicolon. Okay, now remove this vector 3 here. Save. Copy starting size. Paste it. Save. Alright, now it's going to work. So, Game Manager, Mr. Game Manager. Compiled already, thank you. 0.1. Copy. Paste. Paste. Save. Okay. Now, the last bit that we wanted to do was add a PFX for picking them up. Right? So, do we have a PFX that's kind of good?
We have the cross to start one that's pretty good.
That's right.
It's got S symbols and it's gold.
That's right. That's
So we can use
no,
that.
it's not. It's green, I think. Where's it
Green?
go? No,
It's
I think
gold.
you're probably right. I don't know.
We can check.
No, we shan't. Cross start.
We shall. We shall. See? It's
There it
gold S's.
It's gold S's.
S's.
So we are going to simply duplicate it while it's in here. Duplicate it. Go collect stash. Hit enter.
Da.
Hit enter. Okay, drag it up. So PFX collect stash, and this one should simply have a lot less of them. Emission count 20.
Just a tiny amount of
I'm
stashes.
also going to change the shape. It's a cone with a 60 radius. I'm going to change it to 30. So they all go up. Less is to 20.
Just a
And
few
they
buttsies.
last too long. So let's do 0.5, 2, 1. This probably
Doesn't look like S's at all. Looks like a small flame.
Yeah, that's because you are looking at the selection outline. If you remove that and you remove the grid, it's going to be a lot easier to see. Hit F for me. Thank you. Okay, there we go. And if we now restart it.
Now that looks good.
Yeah, well, but it's still quite far.
But I don't like the flash. It's like really big. For such small of those,
Fair enough. We'll change
we
that.
can
So,
make that small.
but I want the speed to be high. It's too low now, so it doesn't go. They don't go far enough. Let's try 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that'll do. Whatever. I'm not a PFX artist. Heck, I'm not an artist at all. Flash. Okay, so the flash you don't like. You say it's too large. That's easy enough to fix. You just change the start size to like 3.
That's better.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay. So let's hit apply.
And delete it from the scene.
Delete it.
Bye.
And now for this one, we are going to need to set it up, and it needs to be set up when you land, which is right here. Request tile sound. We also need to request a PFX. Now I don't remember if the game manager is holding the PFXs, but that will be my bet. Score type, tile object, stash.
Not there.
Score type.
We should have a self manager.
Do
There
we?
it is. PFX self manager.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, but that one still needs to be set up. Somebody needs to request the PFXs, and I never remember who.
Player maybe?
Possible, but I doubt it. I love it how when I'm working on other projects, I immediately forget everything about the others. I have no idea. Okay, so the way to do this will be for us to simply check in the game manager where those PFXs are in the list. They should be somewhere. There we go. PFX tiles
PFX names.
and PFX names. But these are all specific to the tiles because we didn't have any other ones. But, oh no, wait. We even have cross start. That's interesting. So that's what we call them. But, so
We call them in one of these enums.
it's
Score
tile type, I guess? Start, standard, refuel, mine, no breaks. No, it's not this. So score type.
Yes,
Cross
that's it.
start. Okay, hit
There's
control
also double draw.
Hit control F. So I guess it's this. Oh, there it was. Yeah, so cross start. Yeah, so there it is. Instantiate PFX tiles. Yeah, that's a stupid name. I'm not changing it though because it's already all populated. So let's go for 9.
We're going for 9.
We're gonna put collect stash in it. PF names. Actually,
Munsies. Money.
Put that for now. Yeah, put money.
Money.
It's not great because we need to know how much money we got. So it's not great, but we'll do it better in future. Save. Okay, so PFX tiles is what we need to call. Do we have a scoring type for that, for collecting a stash? I don't think so, because in and of itself it changes your score. So no, I guess not. So just copy this.
Oh, sorry.
Undo. Copy. Okay.
That's a real copy.
Now we need to go to evaluate landing tile, is my guess. And there's the stash. Play gain. Change score. Current tile destroy object. Paste this here. And here you want to change to whatever we call this.
I don't think we named it.
Ah, right. I don't think we
Poo-poo.
named it. Wait a second. Wait a second.
I'm pretty sure we didn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, comma, enter. And go
Stash.
collect stash. Stach.
Stach. Ah. Collect stach.
This is an interesting experience. It's an esoteric experience. Copy.
This what?
An esoteric experience. It's a very strange experience. That's what it means. Sort of. Paste. 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 Okay, so player ID is a problem. So it should be p.carid. Car ID. And hold shift. Copy. Paste. Save. So, now what we're gonna do before we finish the day.
The day.
Oh wait, do we have a sound? Oh, we already had a sound. Play gain. Poo poo. Why did I import all of those sounds then?
Poo-poo.
Change this play gain to not this deck SFX sound. Okay, so change play deck SFX to play. No. You need to completely change this to request. Try to type the word request. Tile sound. Open. Dot coin collect, comma. Let's do p dot transform dot position. Dot position. Close round. Semicolon. Save. Okie dokie. Now we should be able to simply test. So we're gonna select the not give lol but deploy stash. We're just gonna put it all over the place, and then we're gonna collect them.
Can I do the clickety click?
You do the clickety click. Aha! Look at that clickety click.
You did that clickety
I
click.
did, because I'm awesome.
You're awesome.
Oh, you're getting loads of cards.
You are.
Pepper
Stash
them
of
here.
Munsies. Here?
Yeah, then another one right behind it. Yeah, and then another one after the breakdown.
I put it before.
That'll do. That'll do.
Let's see if Red lands a one and not to mine.
Yeah, there's a 6. We're good.
Boom.
Okay,
Money.
that's good.
And
that's
he
good.
got.
Yeah, he got 250 or something. That's the thing. We can't know.
We can put them in the instructions. Like Red got something.
Yeah, not really, because the instructions are designed to let us know how much we did. Rather, what we need to do later. What we'll put them in is in the PFXs, in the caption of the PFX. So we're gonna make this change next time. Okay. So in the caption of the PFX, we are going to add the value of whatever it is that we've picked up.
Okay.
I think. Anyway, we're done for today. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you found it useful. We did go a bit quick at some point and I didn't really explain much. But if you know how a coroutine works, then it's fairly obvious. And if you don't, you can always comment and I'll be happy to answer. Thanks very much for watching, people. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever. Bye.
See ya.